With 5,200 people in Welland using food banks and 33% of them approximately children, the need has never been greater. The Welland Food Drive is taking place, but there's definitely a few twists involved in it this year. Joining us now, the coordinator of this year's food drive, Monique Finley. Welcome, Monique.
Thank you so much for having me, Mike.
Let's first talk about what COVID has done to the need in Welland.
The ravaging of COVID just continues. People are making decisions based on if they've got a finite amount of money, do they put it to heat, to lodging, or to food? And these kinds of decisions are things that some people have been dealing with for some time, but more than ever, these are everyday decisions that families who never anticipated making these kinds of choices have to make on a daily basis.
So many people not able to go to work with the conditions, especially back in stage 1 and stage 2. And I imagine that changed the way a lot of people had to approach where they would spend their money.
Absolutely. Work and the availability of work, especially in an area in the greater Niagara area where the hospitality and the restaurant and tourism industry, we're so tied to it, and it has taken such a hit. So employers and companies that are in those industries, as well as workers, everybody is just being really affected by them.
Monique, Welland is a really tight-knit community, and this food drive is a big event each year, but because of COVID, we can't have the food drive in the city this year. So what are the changes?
Our food drive committee, and it's a small group of us that get together. We started meeting in the summer to figure out, well, what if this carries on? What should the fall food drive look like? And when we finally got together with the charities to say, these are some of our concerns, the message from the charities was, there must be something. We have to do something. These are desperate times, so can't we please think of something? If we can't do the conventional food drive, putting community and volunteers at risk, let's get together and do something, because to do nothing it's just not an option. They were desperate. I know that's a dramatic word, but they were quite desperate to say we need food.
You're aiming now, instead of collecting 100,000 pounds, you're aiming to collect $100,000. When I looked at the website today, you were almost at $25,000. So already you're getting some great response. How can people use this website to donate money?
If they just key in wellandfooddrive.com, they will be brought directly to the donation website. They fill it out and hopefully they feel comfortable donating by credit card, as many people do. I've gotten responses. Some people prefer this for safety factors and what have you. But right on that wellandfooddrive.com, they're brought right to the very simple to use site to donate whatever amount of money that they feel that they can donate. Additionally, the 3 charities are accepting food and have processes in place to accept food if people prefer to donate food, as has been the case for nearly 30 years. On the website are the locations of the 3 charities that disseminate food, and they are more than happy to accept canned donations, as has usually been the case. But for money donations, it's wellandfooddrive.com, and it will be an easy, painless, very appreciated gesture.
Charities are Open Arms Mission, the Hope Center, Salvation Army. Now I understand too, and you're shedding light by doing this type of fundraiser, looking for funds instead of food, because your website describes how a dollar actually can triple in value because of certain factors. What are those factors?
Well, the charities have connections with suppliers, food suppliers, and those suppliers, whether it's through a level of generosity or price breaks that these charities can get, these food suppliers, this money goes an exceptionally long way. And you're right, it is $1 donated can result in about $3 or $4 of food that is purchased that you or I would otherwise purchase. So it's the suppliers and the connections that the charities have that allow them to have such strong spending with all of the money that's donated.